Cancer journey. This week was a very tough week for me. I had chemo the previous Friday. Usually it takes a couple days to recover. This time is probably closer to a full week. Just really felt run down. I think the cumulative effects of all of my cancer treatments and of the drugs that have been pumped into my body every other week is starting to catch up to me, and my body is not able to recover as quickly as it could. So I spent a lot of this week just relaxing, sleeping, and getting work done, and not much else. Um, and that's really frustrating or challenging for someone who's used to being active. And this week, really, things just kind of caught up with me. And it was a stark reminder that I do have the disease of cancer. And I think for the first round of chemotherapy drugs, I was very fortunate in not having many of the side effects, or at least severe side effects. With this newer round, we've been through, I think, 3 or 4 now, and my recovery time just seems to get longer and longer between. Um, Chance maybe I caught a small cold when I was traveling for work and family the couple weeks ago, but I'm not sure. But it was just a very tough week, very long, tough sleeping, it's tough resting, tough staying focused at work. And I certainly don't want to have many of these weeks going forward. Um, but I know it's a disease that I'm fighting. My only prayer is that the symptoms that I'm feeling, the fatigue and the worn out, is just my body saying, I need all of this energy to fight the cancer. And so we're praying that this new round of chemotherapy drugs continues to work and is effective at shrinking the disease in my liver and in my stomach, and praying that it's doing what needs to be done. August 11th, we come up on 1 year since my diagnosis, and it's also settling in that it's been a year. It's almost a full year of fighting. And while I'm 53, that doesn't seem, out of my entire life. 1 year does not seem like that much. This year certainly seems to be long and seems to be challenged. And so that's been settling in on me from a psychological perspective as well. I have been able to get back out and doing my walking, and that seems to be helping with my digestion and everything. But I need to figure out ways to continue to keep that positive attitude, particularly when I have weeks that are tough like this week. In my gratitude moment for this week, like every week, but I call it out every so often, is I'm grateful for my family. They gave me 2 marching orders: fight the cancer and continue to work so that we have income and insurance that allows us to fight the cancer. This week, I took them up wholeheartedly on that and did not do much of anything else. And they have picked up the slack. They have done what needs to be done. They have cared for me. They've cared for each other. They've cared for the house. And I am just so grateful to have a care team here at home that loves me so much, that supports me during these difficult weeks, and that is there to do what's needed to help me get through them so that we can move on to the next week. And so I'm grateful for my family and for all that they do for me so that I can continue to focus on just fighting the cancer and on continuing to work without having to go on disability. My name's Craig with One Man's Cancer Journey, and I wish for you a blessed week.